Howdy there, Coastal Bend. Good Sunday morning to everyone. It's a sticky and muggy Sunday morning at that. We did have one little thunderstorm that worked across Clayburgh County earlier this morning. You can see there it goes. Now it is well offshore, but we do have just a couple little tiny sprinkles still out there across Clayburgh County, but I do expect those to kind of fizzle out into this afternoon. Temperatures in the 70s right now, and that's where they're going to stay this morning up until about lunchtime, when most of us get into the 80s. We're going to see the cloudy skies gradually transition to a more partly cloudy to mostly sunny by this afternoon. That helps temperatures warm up into the upper 80s and lower 90s yet again. So similar temperatures to yesterday. The big difference though is going to be that we're going to be on the breezy side today with sustained winds of 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusts upwards of 30 to 35. We are going to see the clouds return overnight. That's thanks to all the humidity, and temperatures again by tomorrow morning are going to be in the 70s. So a very sticky couple of mornings here in the coastal bend, and then tomorrow very similar. The clouds in the morning transition to more sunshine in the afternoon, and that helps temperatures get even warmer tomorrow to kick off the work week. I think we have a good chance at hitting 90 tomorrow. If you have any Palm Sunday plans heading out to an early morning church service, we are going to be on the humid side this morning. Temperatures in those upper 70s with the cloudy skies. We're going to gradually again get less cloudy into the afternoon, but more breezy as well. So make sure you've got a spare hair tie if you have to go outside for any of those services. If you're at the beach, it's not a bad day to do that. Waters will be a little bit choppy, but the air temperature is going to be in the upper 70s, so it's going to feel absolutely great outside. Speaking of that wind, try to not get any sand in your eyes at the beach over the next few days, because it's going to be very breezy. The next 2 days, very similar wind speeds, but heading into Tuesday, I think that's going to be our windiest day of the week, all ahead of our next cold front. Then we gradually see those winds calm down later this week. So here's what we're looking at on the bigger picture of things. The reason why we're going to get so windy here in the coastal bend is this big low pressure that's going to form off the Rocky Mountains, and as it gets stronger or deepens, it's going to unfortunately send another round of some severe weather to our friends in the Midwest who just dealt with a lot of that recently over the past couple of days. For us, we're just going to stay windy ahead of that cold front. Again, I think Tuesday is the windiest day for us, and as that front comes through by Wednesday afternoon, I think it gets offshore by about lunchtime. We're going to see about a 30% chance of rain with that cold front coming through. However, as that front works its way through Texas, it's going to kind of weaken our atmosphere, and that means we're going to see some disturbances be able to slide across the coastal bend a little bit easier. And as this front stalls here, we may even see a low pressure try to develop here at the surface, and where that sets up shop, whether it's closer to the shoreline or further offshore, is really going to tell us who's going to see the most rain. But overall, the big takeaway from that, we're going to have an unsettled weather pattern with some pretty good rain chances here over the next several days. I think today, really low rain chance. The next 2 days we stay dry, and then heading into Easter weekend, it does look pretty wet, so you may want to keep an eye on the weather if you have any outdoor egg hunts planned. Here's a look at our Weather Prediction Service forecast rainfall. Pretty much we're looking at a few inches over the course of the next week. So this isn't just 1 or 2 days worth, this is several days worth of rain, but we definitely need it with all of the drought conditions that we have. And it looks like a wetter than normal weather pattern for us here in the coastal bend, which is definitely a good thing again with those drought conditions. Here's a look at our highs for today one last time. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s, so very warm and breezy. We see the clouds return overnight into the 70s where our temperatures drop. We're going to get nice and toasty, especially by Tuesday. Temperatures getting into the lower 90s at that point along the coast. Even warmer inland, and then again, it's going to be a little bit of a messy forecast heading into this Easter weekend. Alexis.